What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big Tuesday, February 2nd NCAA basketball show. To check out the entire show, hit the link on the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. We move on to the MEAC. 8 p.m. Eastern is next. Morgan State Bears 9-4, 4-2 in conference at Coppin State. Eagles 6-10, 5-2 in conference. Physical Education Complex in Baltimore, Maryland. This is the fourth time that these teams have met this season. We have Morgan State opening up as 3-point road favorites. That moves to 2.5. And now we've seen a couple twos hit the board. Morgan State coming up their third straight win, 79-76 at Coppin State. On Saturday, they won 2 of 3 over Coppin State. In their win on Saturday, leading scorer Troy Baxter scored a season-high 28 points to go along with 7 boards. He's averaging 17 on the season. Detorian Ware is averaging 15.5 points, 5.2 boards. Malik Miller averaging 13.3 points, 8.2 boards. He's very active on the glass for a 6'4" guard, 8.2 boards. They're a nice team offensively. Average 81.8 points, get 16.8 assists per game, hit 45% from the field, 35.8% from 3, 74.6% from the foul line. Coppin State had their 3-game winning streak snapped in their loss to these Bears on Saturday. Coppin State 6-10 on the season, but 5-2 in the MEAC and leading the conference at this point. Both teams shot the ball poorly when they met on Saturday. Both turned the ball over too much. The big difference was that Coppin State lost badly to Morgan State on the glass, 55-38. Coppin State has 4 players in double figures, but are led by seniors DeJuan Clayton, who averages 16.2 points, 5.2 assists, and Anthony Tark, who averages 15.8 points, 8.4 boards. And Coppin State struggles with their shot. They hit 39.6% from the field, 30% from 3, and 62.3% from the foul line. Max, the fourth times these teams are meeting, Morgan State, Coppin State. Let's roll.
Yeah, Jim, I think that with some of Coppin State's numbers, it is important to point out that they do have a lot of possessions and a lot of shot attempts, so they are still capable of putting up 80-plus in the game on a regular basis. I cap this game from a Morgan State perspective. I am a big believer and I would say borderline fan of Morgan State. I do like the fact that this game is being played at Coppin State's building just because I know that Coppin State has a free streaming service on their athletic website. When it comes to this game, if Morgan State's going to win and cover for us, Troy Baxter's going to have to deter drivers, and that's Anthony Tartt, that's Kobe Thomas, that's DeJuan Clayton. It's important to have rim protection against Coppin State, especially at home where this team plays a lot more confidently. I think that if you can get 60 points plus from a trio of either like Baxter, Trevor Moore, Detorian Ware, Malik Miller, then you're going to win this game. I think that limiting fouling and winning the free throw line battle is going to be critical because although Coppin State is definitely not a 70+% free throw shooting team, they do have guys that get to the free throw line enough 1 out of 2s and enough front ends of 1-and-1s end up working out in Coppin's advantage. And I've seen them beat this Morgan State team with that strategy. I think that with Morgan State, though, they have to cut down the open looks at the 3 for Coppin. If you are going to let Coppin get into shooting positions, you have to follow through on contesting it all the way and not fouling. Leaving them open and leaving guys like Kyle Cardace open in the corner is not going to work out for you if you keep on doing it over and over again. And what has worked on the offensive end against this Coppin defense is taking the action at their big men. They got good size and Yuat Aluk and Kenan Servan. Both are 6'10 plus, but both are definitely foul prone. I think that going into the paint and forcing the issue is going to have to be something Morgan State does, and unleashing Malik Miller. Even though he's 6'4", he's one of the best rebounders in the conference. He crashes the glass. He's not afraid to absorb contact. And he's the type of energy player that you have multiple guys like that on this roster. Detorian Ware, the Jacksonville State transfer, he would be making Jacksonville State one of the top teams in the conference right now if he was playing there. So I just think that Morgan State has to be aware of what they're dealing with. They have 3 games against them. They need to tighten it up in the second half and make at least 5 more field goal makes than Coppin State does. They got the offensive glass advantage. They got better ball distribution, and they take care of it. They got to just seal the deal, win the series, go 3-1, and get us a winner for my show record at the same time. So give me Morgan State. I'll take 2. I think that it's going to end up flipping and Coppin will be a favorite in the morning. But I'm still confident enough that Morgan State's going to win this game by a bucket or more.
Wow, really? You think it's going to flip? I can't get you a 2 right now. I can only get you a 2.5. Would you prefer to wait?
No, I'll take the 2.5 right now.
Okay. Morgan State minus 2.5. That's available at Circa Sports. Minus 2.5. Minus 110 at Circa. Going for the top position in the MEAC. Morgan State, Coppin State battling out